good.
Gentlemen, what's good, though,
Shit, we back, fellas. We back. Welcome back, man.
Top of the top.
Salutations, man. That's how you say it? Salutations.
You can't stop the
Inshallah.
rain.
You know what I mean? Happy post. Was November 1st, right?
November 1st, man.
Yo, no shave. November, I'm about to catch up. I see y'all already gone. I was trying to be a pretty boy.
I shaved my shit down today, brought it down to 3. I ain't cut it for 2 months.
See what the fake Kobe fro bubbling.
Yeah.
I see. Yo, he called me at first. I was like, yo, G, hey, girl.
I peeped that. Yeah. I meant to say that. Like, you put the do-rag on. You was like, you picked it out and you put the do-rag on to make it pat. Like, it's man perfect. Like,
had to go to the barber, yo. Hit me with the scissors all around when I get out the shower, then I'm back to the curly. Schwabi Mendez.
You just throw water and go. Like,
that's all.
yo, I used to be jealous of these niggas in high school, man. Like, I used to have the fucking 360 waves. I went from the black shit was the sporting waves. I tried the gold, the black, all that shit. Like
no grease.
No grease?
Never.
Never?
No grease?
Never use grease. Never use grease to get waves.
Just a do-rag?
Just water?
Brush?
No Vaseline or nothing like that?
Olive oil.
Olive oil.
Was olive oil? Olive oil was different. See, yo, bro, I wish someone told me that back in high school, son.
I went to high school with G. I was using mad grease. That's why my shit probably out of here.
Olive oil.
Olive oil.
Can coconut oil work the same way?
I'm gonna give it to you. It's in the cabinet because I don't use it right now.
Canola? What about canola?
Nah, nigga.
Nah, nigga. You heard what he said, nigga.
I'm just saying, like, what about
I
other
asked
oils?
coconut. I was asking too, nigga.
Listen,
Said olive oil.
I'm using grape seed. You know
Golly
what
got
I'm
the
saying?
same texture that you have. You know what I'm saying?
Olive oil.
Nigga.
You gotta get these instructions to make sure you
Nigga,
set.
I'm
Right?
putting
make
this
sure
little
you
nigga
set.
on, nigga.
Olive oil.
Now, you gotta have godly waves. You gotta have godly
Olive
waves.
oil. 200 strokes each side.
Say less.
Something.
200 top, 200 side, 200 back, 200 side.
200.
Shout out to my nigga Cove, man. This nigga used to tell me 50 strokes on each side. He used to tell me, like, you know, Cove used to always brushing his hair.
But see,
he
Cove
always used to do 50 on each side. You know he had spinners too.
But
He had
Cove only had waves on the side.
You did. You had
He didn't have them up here.
Nigga said 50 on each
All he
side.
was doing was this. I'm here like this. Boom. 200.
Nigga was out here like
break.
Chicago, nigga.
200. Yeah. 200.
Niggas really used to count the strokes, pause though. Like, you know what I mean? The brush strokes.
Niggas used to put the DCID in your hair like this. Boom.
See, mad grease? Yeah, niggas used to do the grease test, bro. See, yo, you got
But
mad
see?
grease in this dog. Like, niggas was filthy, son.
But see, that's the thing.
Yo, niggas
Grease make your hair dirty.
And no, you're right.
It's just build up.
Right.
So I never funked with it.
And when you
Never
sweat,
fuck
you
with
see all that grease
And when
residue
you
fall.
sweat, the grease is coming down. Niggas is running fulls. Boom, grease coming off your forehead and all. Olive oil.
Say that.
That's hilarious.
And it's better for your hair, keep it moisturized and all.
The secret's out. Think it's later.
Bless.
Find out,
Yeah,
man.
man.
But we gotta get
G
into
just put niggas
Yeah.
on.
we gotta get to this 50 Cent shit because last episode, you don't think we forgot, my nigga.
Oh, shit.
Don't think we forgot.
Oh, shit.
Don't think we forgot, my brother.
Damn, let me put down my phone. Let me not order my food yet.
You know what I mean? Yo, you still need nourishment, you know what I mean? But
That's a
you
fact.
can still explain why you saying 50's a coon. Because
Why I
I've been watching
said-
BMF, my nigga.
Not for nothing.
He's
I've
been
been watching everything he's putting on
Son,
Stars.
this nigga's
man.
gold.
His niggas, he's like Drake with music right now.
He's
You
here.
can't miss with TV, man.
And I agree, and I think that probably is gonna bring up a healthy debate.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's very entertaining. We could agree on that.
Absolutely.
I'm sure he's putting people on, putting them into. Oh yeah, I need to touch that too. It's kind of trife too, so you know what I mean. I might have to pull out a shot.
Get some tripe shit. This
Shot,
is
yeah.
starting off
Yeah,
50's the coon. Yeah, boy,
yeah, that's gangster. You feel me? He's putting people into
I'll
the
take a
positions.
splash.
Take a little splash.
Into the
Little side.
positions to make money, you know what I'm saying, and I could say that's respectable. But as I grow, like I see TV and entertainment for what it is. You feel me? It's
Entertainment. It's only entertainment.
Only entertainment, and it's a propaganda machine.
Of course.
If we honest with it, you feel me? So you can affect the generation off of what is on TV.
Nigga.
Yo.
But that's another story. Like,
that-
about the powers that be that's trying to.
Yo, Joe, can you
Absolutely.
say that one more time, Joe?
And
Joe, can you say that
I'm
one
gonna
more
go
time?
further. Not
Joe-
trying to. They are doing
Joe,
it.
can
But
you
we still gotta focus on 50. But that's a bad.
But that's part of it. That's all part of it.
Say that
You're right.
again. Say that one more time. You
That-
can affect a general.
You could affect the entire generation by what's on the screen. And that's the reality. We know
see
that.
that every day.
We see that every day. And if we honest with ourselves, we know we've been affected by what we saw on the screen as kids.
For better or worse.
For better or worse.
For better or worse.
You know what I'm saying?
Based off of, and then parenting based off what parents restricted from us.
Absolutely, but
If
I
we
mean,
even
it's
have
only so much it could do. But of course, parenting is that's the first defense. You feel me? If there's no parenting, and then I mean, it's open season.
Slave to that.
You feel me? But so of course, proper parenting, of course, that would help.
Proper parenting prevents.
Proper parenting prevents poor decision making.
I like that one, but powerful.
That's all
you feel
facts,
me?
nigga.
All facts.
All
You feel
facts.
me? So, with that being said, somebody like 50 Cent. Now it's hard for me.
I'm about to say,
Who is also a parent.
Who's also a parent who doesn't really have a good relationship with his son. I don't want
His
to.
oldest son.
His oldest son.
Which I feel he needs to repair at this
He has to repair that.
dog looks just like him.
Who we blaming for that?
Exactly. So that's why I ain't want to target that because it could be the moms.
No, you know what?
That's not that. But go ahead.
We just gonna stay on your topic. I blame all three of them.
That's real.
Come
Son,
on.
as he got older and smart enough to understand.
Yeah, you a grown man, brother.
50 for being a father and letting it get that way, and
Absolutely.
the moms for contributing to it.
Absolutely. Let's.
50 changed your life. Your mother did what she did. You know what I'm saying? That's emotional talk. You fed into that. You know what I'm saying? Now you're looking like, oh, well, he got a whole nother family. He don't do X, Y, and Z for me. No, he did a lot for you.
He did a lot for you, bro.
He did a lot
Absolutely.
for you. But,
Okay.
50 thinks a total different way. But we're going to get back into it.
Yeah, we get back to that. You know what I'm saying? So
He does think it
for
does.
me, when we have people in positions of power in our community who are gatekeepers in a way,
Yeah, because he's definitely considered.
He's a big
gatekeeper right
influencer.
and an
Whether you hate him or
influencer.
love him, he's a
whether
big
you hate it
influencer,
or love him. I personally think once your brand is out, once you are out there, you should be we should be able to critique you honestly. You understand? Because you're making money off of us.
Okay.
We meaning...
You know, the consumers, especially for me personally, is always us as a people, black people.
Respectfully.
So he
But
should be
somebody
open to
else might
he should
look
be
at
open
it
to this
differently.
criticism, good or bad.
Absolutely.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And if we call it what it is, from my perspective, 50 Cent capitalizes off of negativity.
So how about you're right, because if you think about it, Power, the series that he puts
all
out
career.
there, it's all like I wouldn't say the glorification maybe, but it's putting the highlight on like the growing up in the hood. You know what I mean, drug dealing, this, that, and the third. But some of these people experienced it, so I guess he's trying to make money and turn pain into money. You know what I mean? Like
Absolutely.
all previous experiences into money. Like so, anyway, what I think it can get a little redundant. Because I don't think it's wrong to shed
it's
light.
his whole
I don't think
career.
it's wrong to shed light on some of the ills that we've been through and some of the stuff that we've been through, because it does make good movies or good footage. It's a good entertainment, but at the same time, when you just keep stuffing that down people's throat,
And you
it's
learn
like it
from
gets
it at the end of
stagnant.
the day.
Yeah,
You definitely learn from it.
And I think if you keep
It gets
stuffing
stagnant.
it down people's throat, then to me that's an example that it's an agenda.
And it gets
Because in the
prototypical
same
almost.
position, if we understand the power of this propaganda or programming, these different programs that we watch, and we know how we could influence a generation, I like to commend those who, if they're able to make movies or things that put in our mindset to be better, to be businessmen,
like a
to
Spike
be
Lee, like a Spike Lee
even
joint?
Spike Lee. As I get older, I could respect him more. You feel me? But I think, from my perspective, I think that's something that needs to be put out there more. You know what I mean? If just on different perspectives, not just, a kingpin drug dealer, you know what I'm saying? Certain negative things. Like, I feel like there's a lot more
From
for
a black man's point of view?
for black men, there's a lot more that we need to be striving for.
What about he did For
And-
Life? He did For Life.
For
What
life.
about
What was that?
that?
What was
For
that
Life.
about? Because I ain't gonna lie,
For
I
Life.
really don't be tuning in, so y'all gotta put me on.
He was about to be a mayoral candidate, but I guess he didn't make it past the primaries. It's a story about a convict who was wrongfully convicted.
Yep.
And
Not a convict wrongfully convicted.
he was a black man wrongfully convicted, and
Yeah.
there's
You're right, you're right.
difference.
That's
There's a
deep,
clear
that's
difference.
Facts.
He wasn't convicted.
He wasn't convicted, right? He was a
wasn't.
black man, wrongfully convicted, as well as he got his law degree in prison.
And he had
Wrongfully
to
convicted
represent
of what,
himself, basically.
Wrongfully convicted of what?
Of
'Cause it all-
drug trafficking.
That's a weird question. I forgot what he was convicted
So
of.
at the end of the day, it's all the same.
Yeah, but I
Oh, you mean
could
inserted the
respect
topic.
that one.
But it
though.
was like it's a
What's all
topic, but
saying?
you're
What's all
right.
saying?
Because he's still tapping into the streets, the
He's,
drug dealer.
I feel like he's still tapping into the streets, but those stories, we need more of those stories.
I could respect that
We
story.
need
I
more
wouldn't
of those
even lie.
stories.
I wouldn't even lie.
Because that's
I
a dope
could
story, like, the
respect
fact he had to
that. If
represent
you
himself.
wrongfully can, you know.
And he had to represent himself as a lawyer. He had
Yeah.
to teach
He
himself
got
the law
himself
shit
out of
to get
prison.
himself
Yeah.
out of prison, and he was
As his
representing
own
other
lawyer.
people.
That's
You know what I
that's a
think,
very
though?
nice story. I like that story.
In the reality right now, we have so many people with prison reform. Like that's a thing.
Right.
I feel like that's the only reason why that show like it came and went.
Talk about
You
it.
gotta find your.
Talk about
you
it.
gotta find your lane and your niche.
And
in order
that's
to be
really-
successful.
So then
not
that's what
50's lane. That,
exa-
that for life thing is like it wasn't really his lane.
It's like, oh, they talking about it. Let me see if I could make some money off
Yeah,
of
he
it.
did
Okay.
something. You know what I'm saying? He put
It's
money
capitalism.
in his
Hit them.
pocket.
And sometimes, if we honest with ourselves,
It's on 3 seasons now, 2 seasons.
That shit.
sometimes
It's on and mind you, it's on ABC.
that
So
shit
that's a
clicking.
whole different animal.
Yeah,
and
that
he's
shit
a whole
clicking.
different spectrum that he's.
That's good
touching.
representation.
You understand?
BMF might not be the best representation, but it's a true story, and the shit is fucking fire.
Yeah, I still gotta understand the reach
I
between,
do thoroughly
between
enjoy that
major
story as
networks
well.
and cable TV. Cable TV is still a small portion of the entire body of the American people, as well as the world. So when ABC reaches every Kansas, Kentucky, everybody has 5, 2, 4, 7, all the major broadcast channels.
9, 11, 13.
You know what I'm saying? Stars niggas gotta pay for. That's a cable network, niggas. That's a premium cable network at that. Everybody's still not seeing that shit.
Not everybody.
So you think if 50 would give up his Coon title if he stops like depicting us in the negative light and making profit off of it?
Absolutely.
In the form of
Where does the
series?
coon? Where does the coonness come into it for you, Flo?
So, all right,
Like
so
selling out in a way.
selling out, absolutely. So for me, when I say Coon, I
We took our shot?
That's the case.
yeah, we all pretty
All
much
these
on that
niggas
back.
is only
Yeah,
niggas.
just throw it back.
Pause.
Pause.
That's
Like,
nasty talk.
Pause.
Hella pause.
So capitalism is not our friend, black people, and it has not been our friend.
That's the VSOP too, bro. Like making that face.
It was never built for us.
It's never built for us, and we are
So funny
at the
you say
lowest level of the quote unquote status quo when it comes to this capitalism thing. So in the process,
because we've been on the outskirts of it for the vast majority of its inception.
Absolutely, and from my perspective, this is my perspective. Capitalism is evil. That's just me.
Okay.
It doesn't work for the majority. So with that being said, there
It
are
doesn't work for
going
the
to be
majority of people of our color.
yes. Oh, in general, actually,
general.
but being that our people of color are at the bottom,
Right.
then other people get to step over us and get an illusion of inclusion. But it doesn't work for anybody. The minority it works for. So or that those are the ones who truly benefit from it on a high level. You feel me? Everybody else trades their time and you know, usually debt slaves. You feel me? So in the process of capitalism, we are gonna have brothers that work for our favor to help people out because they're in the position of money. You know what I'm saying? And they can create more opportunities and you know what I'm saying and give back and help. And there are brothers who will capitalize off of it. You feel me? So for me,
So 50
It's-
taking advantage of capitalism, so to speak.
absolutely, and for me, it's two things with it because we all playing the game of capitalism. So however you feed your family, I respect it. You know what I'm saying? You're taking advantage of it in some way or another. But for me, there's an issue when there is a certain kind of image that's constantly pushed out. Now I feel like you are now playing on the team as those who are constantly putting out
Watch the mic, though. Watch the mic.
word negative perceptions of us. And for me, like it's hard. Like I don't know how to explain it, but it's very hard when you
I think
get to
capitalism still works for the right people.
Who's that?
10 million of a claim. See, yeah, definitely still work.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
certain niggas is still winning. though.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? In this type of
You feel
environment.
me? But yo, for me, I don't wanna take too much time on the 50. But for me, bro, I've got to a space.
What?
You know you gotta keep reading this shit. My fault.
It's just crazy. But yo, I've gotten to a space where like I see shit.
That's my fault. Yeah.
And like I know capitalism is a beast, but I know we as a people can free ourselves. I'm very optimistic from it.
So you feel like
And I feel like us
the system
men-
won't allow us to though.
No,
So
no,
free
but
ourselves
well,
from
I
being-
respect
To
that.
free ourselves
Totally.
from being capitalist?
No, from being enslaved into a system that doesn't work for us. And I think the
So 50's doing that?
No. But listen, here why I'm gonna try to tie it up. Let me try to make it real quick.
Copy.
I think that
Don't make it quick.
all right, let me get into it. I think that the reason that we are not in control of our own land and our resources and our destiny,
Besides slavery,
well, it's slavery ain't stopped. But so you could say it because of slavery or along with it. But it's our minds, and that's slavery. Our minds are enslaved. We are not able to see ourselves as our own kings, our own sovereign. Like we are supposed to run our own businesses, run our own land. You know what I'm saying?
it's by design, though.
It's by design, but we normalize it. So in the space that I'm in as a man now, I have a problem with any kind of depiction of these normalizations of we're supposed to be criminals or this is the one way to get to it or anything like that. I feel like we as black men, our number one thing is supposed to be, the mindset of our elders in the 1920s and before, whereas, Black Wall Street, build up your own community, buy up the own land, build businesses on that type of mindset. So every time I see these images every year that come out with this drug dealer back in the day or this and the gangbang, it kind of makes me feel like we're stuck in the cycle. I want to see something of black businessmen getting together and buying back. You get what I'm saying?
Negative representation.
Exactly. I want to see more positivity. But you understand what I'm saying? So that's
2 and 4 your point right now.
Okay, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I would say anybody, I feel, just from my perspective, you know what I'm saying? Anybody and it's just an opinion that
culture is a coon.
It's a coon.
Gotcha.
That's how I would describe them. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay,
That's a bark shot right
So
there.
let me
That's a yeah, I gotta get one.
let me elaborate on that a
Take your
little
time
bit
with
because do you think it's his fault that he monetizes on the negative representation, or do you think that's the lane that they funnel him?
That's the lane that they funnel him, but it's his fault. Because
what if he's just playing the game?
he is playing the game.
Triple H.
That's not the lane that they allow to get to the masses, and he's taking advantage of it.
But in reality, you are right, because there's only few lanes that you can get to the masses. You have to entertain the masses.
So you want to construct a new lane?
Absolutely.
Construct a new highway. Instead of taking the same 95 route.
You know what I'm saying?
Which is going to get us
because the same 95 route, in my perspective, is not getting us anywhere. We have over the decades and decades, even when I look back in the 60s and 50s, we have a select few of entertainers who get to a certain level of monetary funds and influence.
Right.
And those select are the ones that the majority look to.
You can't name them at all?
I mean, throughout the years, whatever Beyonce was at the time, I don't care. You know what I mean? In the 60s, who was it?
Pam Grier.
Pam Grier. Who was singing? What is it? They had more groups then, so you know what I mean?
Okay.
Diana Ross would probably be like a Beyonce back then. Every decade for blacks, we have entertainers, athletes.
Diana Ross married white though.
Oh man, see, she did it Selena.
Pops a Jewish guy.
That's another story.
She did it Selena. That's a whole other story. But you know what I'm saying? Every couple of decades, that's how they do it. Right. You have athletes, you have actors, you have singers who promote this certain thing. And I think we brought it up a couple episodes ago when we were talking about basketball, how the Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, that era, they were adamant about athletes not speaking up about certain things as to what happened literally 10, 20 years before in the 60s, 70s or whatever with the revolutions, or like I like to call them rebellions. Right. You feel me? So it's a course that most entertainers, I'm saying all of that to say they have to play if you want to make billions.
So you want to see more Blackish then? You want to see more Blackish shows? You know Blackish, right?
I don't even like Blackish. So I'm a sound mad picky.
But you've seen
Black as Fuck?
Black as Fuck. Is that from the same producer as Blackish?
Yes.
That's that fucking what's
it's really good. It's really good. What you thought about?
Oh, Black as Fuck. You right.
I mean, that's cool. Black AF. Black AF.
That's all good.
I put it to you like this though. Like with the 50 thing though, I don't feel like he's being pushed in a certain direction because this is just his life.
Mm-hmm. It's Kenya Barris.
You know what I'm saying?
Kenya Barris, yeah.
And naturally, you know what I'm saying, he's making money off his experiences. Everything he do is genuine to who he really is.
Does that make him a coon to you?
I don't think that make him a coon. To me,
I feel like yeah.
And then, you know what I'm saying? So you got somebody that was really in the street. Fuck all that. Look at everybody that's living a false narrative that's getting money.
Right.
Now you got somebody that really...
That takes the coolness out of it for me.
For me, that's the only thing that
Let's
does.
talk about it. Let's talk about it. This might be the episode of It's 50 Cent and Coon, because I got some more stuff.
Right. No, because if there's money to be made, let's not... But then again... You're right. Wait a minute. I got it crazy because I offer BMF.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
You got somebody that came up a certain way in the streets. He made money. You know what I'm saying? Shot niggas, stabbed niggas. He did everything. You know what I'm saying? He got on. You know, it was a void in rap for that. You know what I'm saying? Just in black entertainment, period. You know what I'm saying? To actually, you know, putting your life out there and being true to who you really are. This is really who he is. Cool. So it worked for 20 years. Now you got everybody else that's, you know, they frauding and they snitching and they still getting money.
So you know
what I'm saying? Now when it gets to the, you know, he has his TV shows and all he do is he's really putting a lot of people on. So
that's
I
how I feel.
Really,
He's putting a lot of people on, a lot of actors. But okay, Joe's actually making some sense to me.
His family got legal.
I want to say something after
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
So then, yeah, exactly. So it's like I feel like he puts a lot of people on.
He is putting people on, yeah.
And I also feel
that's Meech's son.
He's making
mad young black niggas he's putting on.
I feel like he's turning all his negatives
into positive
situations. Facts. You know what I'm saying? Now
it just so happens to be lucrative.
Now I feel like there's definitely a lot of coons in the industry, but I mean maybe I'm pretty sure he had, you know, coonish moments. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I don't know if you could just be 100% all you to get to a Billy.
You're right, especially in the reality.
You know what I'm saying?
The reality in the game.
Like you gotta,
even Hov took detours on that. I feel like
you gotta.
They'll tell you.
I feel like you gotta give a little, like a, you know what I'm saying, give a little, take a little type situation. Pause.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying? Like everybody, you name. I'm gonna tell you all the niggas in rap that stay true to themselves.
None of them is rich.
Talib Kweli, Mos Def. Okay, Common, like the big socially conscious rappers. You know what I'm saying? Chuck D. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot more. You know what I'm saying?
So it's safe to say that you will get rewarded for playing the path, which is usually more negativity.
Look at everybody now.
But at the same time,
so then we do have. Oh, sorry, but you was gonna say something.
You know
so
I'll let you jump in, but I see you saying like it's almost like I want to compare it to like a bad drug because I was watching the BMF show. Shout out to 50. He actually pointed it to my
the Coon.
Shout out to 50. I mean, you know what I mean? He talked about there was a scene in there where T was explaining to his parents. And I heard this before when it comes to drug dealers and their mindset. Even though they pitching out a bad drug, they're still getting paid for it. And what he told his parents was like,
why not me?
He said, why not me? Because somebody else is going to do it. It's shit going to get out there anyway. Just like you said, like some other white counterparts.
That was your T impression, John? That was your T impression? Nah, she going to get out there?
She going to get out there. She going to get out there regardless. You feel me? So at the same time, it's like, why not 50 reap the benefits of that as opposed to a white counterpart or somebody else who's not from the culture and try to depict that and get paid from it. Somebody's gonna take advantage. So why not 50 do it? So that's why it just made me think about like the drugs. It's bad food that we putting out there, but it's like if someone else gonna do it, why not me be the one to get the pop?
See, and now I do respect that, and I understand that perspective. But my issues,
drug dealing in a visual form.
That's it. So and with that being said, that was a good analogy that you brought up. But with that being said, I feel like a lot of times when we playing in this Babylon thing, we get caught up with the lesser of two evils. And usually, and I get it, like there's different levels of rebellion. From my perspective, if it's poison, it's poison.
No matter
it don't matter what it is. Poison is poison.
You gotta bun it.
Now, if somebody capitalizes on the point, even like how you brought it up, you said, yo, we 50 instead of somebody's white. I would be on your side with that. I'd rather 50 Cent, somebody from, you know, the hood who got shot 9 times, be making toxic shit than some white boy who ain't about that and is not from the culture.
You would feel 10 times more nasty if it was a white man producing all these black shows.
Absolutely, but then at the depth of it, it's still poison. So even though 50 is doing it, I still gotta, like how I was saying earlier, we still gotta call a spade. Right. And then on top of that, white men are still making money off of it. If we get to the bottom of it,
no, they definitely are.
So then that would literally, and like we talk about it in hip hop and all of that, in the Jewish community, you would never see Jewish artists talking about, yo, you kiking, and negative connotations and whatnot. They will never allow that. So that means that there is communities, it is normal for a community of people to say like, yo, y'all not gonna talk like this about us. Y'all not gonna depict us in that light. Nope. If you're gonna depict this, it better be a sad story about what happened so everybody could feel sad about it. That's it. They not allowing it.
Representation is key.
I mean,
black community, we are more like, yo, well, you know, if you making the bread, then
be entertained.
Exactly, yo. Like if you getting money, then you know what I mean.
At the same time, BMF,
then you good. Like,
BMF could at the same time inspire somebody.
Criticize them because we gonna be a hater. Or you broke, you a hater. That's what. When do we come to a point where we say like, yo, nah, yo, we bigger than that? You know what I'm saying? Like even and not just these negative. Like I'm the same way for slave movies. Seen 1,000. I
don't want to see anymore.
I don't want to see another one.
You're right.
I don't want to see another one.
And BMF shows like
Slave was the last one I could.
I don't want to see another one.
Shows like BMF.
I don't want to see another one, Mike.
Like that.
I don't want to see no more.
Not one more. There's so much shit about our history that we don't know.
Django was good though. Django.
I did like Django a lot. I fucking love Django. That was very good.
I can watch Django.
I can let Django rap.
Shows like BMF can inspire the wrong people then.
Absolutely, but I do like BMF though because they still around. You know what I'm saying? That's a real life story.
I feel like that's the story I want to hear about, man. Like, I mean, and like maybe people could learn from it too. Like, it could be a learning process too. Like,
absolutely. When we don't have a community in order, it's not going to be much learning. If we don't have a community in order, there's still going to be a percentage of people who are going to be motivated to be drug dealers and killers because we don't have the community in order. So that's why that's negative. It's not negative if we all in control of our community and we see it as entertainment. But everybody is not going to see that as complete entertainment.
Black Mafia family, bro.
The family. They're the family. Right now, they're the family now.
Right now, they're the family. They eventually became
they're not the 50 Boys
family. You know what I'm saying? And I think we should lead right into BMF with that.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about the last episode.
We're gonna talk about the last episode.
Yo, you been watching that shit?
I don't be watching it. Yo, I can't.
You ain't see it?
I ain't even see it.
So you don't watch it because you think 50's a coon? You like,
I would watch that, but I ain't gonna lie. Most of the stuff, if y'all notice, we talk about power and stuff. I really don't be keeping up with it. You feel me? Because it'll be hypocritical for me to be like, yo, that's negative, and then I'm tuning into it. You feel me?
You are right in that assessment. But you need to watch it.
I definitely got to check it out. I got to check it out.
All that being said, right now I'm watching, along with BMF, I'm watching Power again.
Yeah. People keep telling me they're watching Power again. I want to give Power another visit. I think, was it you who told me like, yo, he hated Tasha at the second episode? Like,
John.
You told me that. After the second episode, he hated Tasha.
The shit is brand new. I'm watching this shit like I ain't seen it before.
I'm about to watch that shit again.
The shit is crazy. And
niggas said he hated Tasha after the second episode.
I think anything that invokes that type of emotion out of you is a beautiful product. And that's another thing that takes the coonery out of it for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna combat that coonery with them every time, just because it is such a quality that he's putting out the purest form of dope we have seen on TV.
But you know, feelings can be manipulated.
And mine's off.
This is how they get most of us.
I'm shooting up on that pure right now.
That's just what it is.
That shit is fire.
Because, for example, somebody could go to a church building or something. They don't really even gotta hear what the dude is saying. He could be mind controlling them.
Or that drug could be fire.
That quiet.
That drug. Yo, you heard that? You had that crack? That shit is fire.
That shit good.
Magic, nigga.
That shit is. This drug is fire, bro.
That shit good.
Shit is dope.
That dopamine, nigga.
Dope.
You know what I'm saying? That's why he get the big money. You know what I mean?
Damn. 50. I
started it over because the new joint's coming out in like 2 weeks.
Yeah. I feel you.
I mean? So I just wanted to get back there, go through the first season again,
then catch up on every episode.
Oh, it's a new season. New season coming.
It's a new season of Power Book 2 coming out November 21st. Jerome was telling us his cousin's in it.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? And I say, yeah, let me start from Power Book, the first season of Power, actual Power, before I get to the first season of the last joint and catch up on everything comfortably. And the shit is an incredible story.
Great storyline.
It's like Marvel form of storytelling.
Okay.
Cause there's pockets, nigga, it's like great rap, nigga. You got Hot 16, nigga. You got certain schemes that niggas is building across 4 episodes, certain stories that they're telling that's just incredible.
It's crazy, but when it comes to the real stories like BMF, like I think I like to
that
see...
That takes it up a notch.
It takes it up a notch. You know why? Because like I'll watch BMF and then like I'll go look up their story and like just compare, like seeing how they're using different names. Like me and Scotty was talking about like Lamar, like Leon. We talking about Leon. Like that's a real character. That's a real person. That's a real person. Like that nigga was crazy in real life. Like so I like it's almost like a history lesson. Like just going seeing people's experiences, what they went through. Also, like fucking the anniversary for Pay the Full was like on October 25th. I don't know if you peeped that. And then like several days later,
that was an incredible
segue. You feel me? You know how that works.
That's right.
We've been doing this for a long time, man.
You know what I'm saying?
But, like,
that was a good segue, man. That was a nice one.
October 25th, yo, Pay the Full, bro. Like that was an anniversary. That's one of my favorite movies. But then several days later,
you think niggas killed him? Like you think niggas killed that with that in mind?
Bro, you know why I feel like that has to play.
I'm gonna let y'all talk and then I'm gonna give y'all my thoughts.
I want to hear. And we gonna get into this. Here's why I feel like that may have played a part because that movie.
Niggas been living Richie.
The fact is, and here's the bad part about it because like even though people going through this shit, it still affects people. So even though they kind of glorify, we watching it again. Those people are still affected. Like Rich Porter's family. We watching that movie. I'm sure they watch the movie and I'm sure they still feel like it's bringing up old demons. Like damn, like. So like I don't know if maybe they thought about it, but I could see how that could affect. Like, wait a minute, and then you happen to see Son in the club because apparently what the news says that he was in the club, leaving the club at 3 a.m. First of all, I think this is just me. I think it's super disrespectful of him to even be like parading around in Harlem, acting like you're untouchable, knowing you affected a lot of people. Like you're your own man, you make your own things, but like if I'm putting myself in the Porter's family, like I'm putting myself in their shoes, like I would feel salty if this guy's walking around. Even though he did his time.
You seen Paid in Full?
I did, yeah.
He did his time.
Did you feel like Dame and Jay was cooning in that story?
I mean, they tell his real stories. Like
it's a real life story.
Yeah, it's a real life story. Now, like, if it's a real story,
okay,
I can offer a level of understanding.
Okay,
the reason why I even target 50,
is a true story.
The even reason why I target 50, or even it came up because. This is what he's been doing. It's constant. You feel me? Like
not only because I did a deep dive on this nigga's acting career and credentials.
Who?
50 Cent.
Okay.
Like he literally put the legwork in. Nigga B movies, C movies. Like he was acting for about a decade without niggas even like paying attention. You know what I'm saying? Before he even jumped on the behind the camera side and. Producing, directing, so on and so forth. So it's like there's a sort of craftsmanship that goes along with that.
With capitalizing off of negativity.
He's an expert. He's an expert capitalizing on capitalism.
Absolutely, he mastered the art.
He's a master of his craft of capitalization.
Absolutely.
And you know what's crazy?
When he came out, let me tell y'all one more thing about 50 Cent.
I got a segue for you too.
We kind of came back to 50.
No, we're gonna go back to Alpo.
You know, one more thing I wanted to add on 50 too. 50 from the get go. I was fucking with 50. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay.
Get Rich or Die Trying.
I wasn't.
You wasn't fucking with it.
I was never a fan.
I was rocking with Get Rich or Die.
TV more than the music.
Than the music, right?
Absolutely.
I was rocking with Get Rich or Die Trying and all of that. You know what I'm saying? But 50, I remember at that period. I don't know if y'all remember back then. The opposition.
What time we talking? 01?
This
02?
is like early 2000s.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And I remember.
We was there.
Yeah, man.
We was all there.
We all.
Yeah, when he
we older gentlemen.
03.
You feel me?
01?
No.
No.
03.
I'm bugging. 03.
03 was Get Rich or Die Trying. You feel me? But I don't know if y'all remember. There was a lot of stuff going on with Murder Inc.
Oh, that was They Tumble. They was like on the decline.
They
Federal
was
investigations and all
it was
that.
a lot of things going on, and I forgot this other dude. Fuck. I think his daughter's in the game now. The super slim girl.
Benzino.
Okay. It was a lot of them.
LeRae.
Yeah, Coy LeRae. Benzino. A lot of
daughter.
Yeah.
A lot of them were calling 50 the feds from the get-go. And I remember having a discussion with my mans. We in high school. Yeah, we in high school at the time. And I remember having a conspiracy conversation, and we was pretty much saying like, yo, it's deep. Like, you know what I mean?
Ja Rule sort of alluded to that after his verses with Fat Joe the other day, that he didn't really have time to address 50.
It was nothing he could do, because once the feds got into it,
they ran wide enough.
He couldn't say they seized his money.
Right. Yeah,
they're like everything.
He was jammed up. 150 was bubbling.
And to me, that always rubbed me a wrong way, if I must be honest. I was very suspicious that as this guy came into the game, signed to what was it, Eminem, I think, or Dr. Dre, or whatever it was. They had that thing going on. Right. 50 immediately went to war on black-owned business, Murder Inc. and these crews. And these crews, black-owned business, was saying that these niggas is the feds.
That's Sun Tzu shit. That's the art of war. You attack your enemy the way you need to.
You feel me? And
50, Ja Rule was 50's enemy to him. You understand? Like, he dismantled them. Even if what you saying, even if there's some truth to it, we don't know. We just speculating.
And I heard Ja Rule was in the streets, like beating them up and shit. So for me, it's
lost credibility from them.
And then, so for me, adding that memory with
everything
else, and capitalizing off of this negativity, and you know what I'm saying, beefing with my boy Mayweather, you know what I'm saying, and all these little things like that. They was friends first, but you know what I'm saying, all of these things make me look at 50 like, there's a possibility
you might
be consciously, not by accident, consciously signing deals,
right?
To make money over brotherhood. Because to me, 50 Cent in his career has shown I don't give a fuck about brotherhood.
Go to the next black man.
I'll step on that nigga neck right away.
Let me shine and grind.
I'll shoot him in the head and take the money. You know what I'm saying? So I can't. It's hard for me.
When I hear that,
it's different when you got shot 9 times though.
That's a fact. You might get to that point where it's like, fuck you.
You got a different disposition, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
You got a different disposition.
We might have to get him on the show. You might have to fool me.
It's gonna be.
Shout out to 50. Come to the show.
That's what you say he's a cool man. It's totally
different.
Come prove that you're not a cool.
When it's like a nigga was on his deathbed, like he don't trust nobody.
That's what I'm about to say.
You know what I'm saying? You got a different disposition. Like he's a cancer. You know what I'm saying? So like he's emotional.
Super emotional.
Damn, I'm a cancer too. He's my brother. I'm calling him a coon.
And we know you.
He's one of us.
We know you. We don't judge you.
He's emotional. He's helpful. But when you do something he don't like, he curve you. Like, that's it. He came in the game on some, it's either me or you type shit. I don't think he just did that on some music shit. I think that's just him. He's always on some, but that street shit, if you was in the street, you hustling, or this is my block, you can't be on my block.
It's my block or your block.
It's either mine or yours. Something has to happen for you to get off this block for me to feed my family. I just feel like that's his... Like, that's what he do. But along the way, he does a lot of fucked up shit, though. But it's like after he put niggas on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
the shit. So it's balanced.
Yeah, it's like... but that's a whole nother conversation.
He do
a lot of good, and then if you do something he don't like, it's just snap a finger like it's over.
Yeah,
like,
it's
nigga...
over,
Because not for nothing, Floss, that... Look, that whole black family was BMF, the story. They always making drug money. They all got sent up. Nigga, when and if Meech come home, his brothers and them.
Nah, his brother's home.
His brother's home already?
Yeah, T's home.
T's home? Oh, all right. So now...
This is how it was bubbling.
When and if Meech come home, he come home to mad legal paper. His son is on. Family's on. Niggas
and 50 sent his son to acting school. 50 sent his son to acting school to make sure he don't look like a poop puddle when he start recording.
To acting school to make sure he's on camera looking the way he should.
Yo, not to cut you off.
I could respect that.
I was watching something on YouTube like 2 days ago, and it was about 50 and him, you know what I'm saying, him having money and shit that he do, and he basically was like, yo, look, man, Everybody know I got money, plenty of millions. I don't gotta do none of this shit.
Exactly.
And that's when it clicked for
don't
me.
have
Like,
to.
it's like, yo, I don't have to put people on.
Right.
Like, I'm good. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't have to do this. He was like, nobody put me on.
Hence
I
another
put
reason why
everybody on.
Coolness is out for me. He's
So-
putting young black niggas on.
But he does
Just
but-
lied. Somebody put him on.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I can't call him a
Say it
coon.
again,
I
say
I
said
can't call him
somebody
a
put him
coon.
on.
I can't call him a coon because I don't like. I feel like
I just don't like all his decision making.
I don't like
how he
decision-making.
handles people that he did business with. Like if it was a personal level, I don't like what he did to Young Buck. I don't like, you know what I'm saying?
Buck was moving funny too though. Buck was doing.
Nah, that's another.
That's another
That's another lane.
story.
Yeah, Mark
Bang.
Another story.
Yayo.
But I can feel.
Mike Heartless with it. He was like, man.
But I wouldn't call him a coon. But I can see how his negative representation.
Absolutely.
Can
So
be
I got a
coon-ish.
question to the panel. What would y'all consider a coon? Like, because I know we mentioned
Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart.
I'll pose it.
Facts.
Rest in peace.
I think he's not a coon. That's damn.
Why is Kevin Hart a coon?
Yo, do we have to do a separate episode of that?
No, we gonna that's separate episode. We gonna start. That's another rap.
Just like how I threw out the
Let me get
50.
3 bullet points onto why.
Let me add
Kevin
that
Hart's a
down.
coon.
I just look at black comedians.
All right.
And I just look at a lot of shit he had, a lot of where he came from,
Right.
and the shit that he did.
Came from Dame Dash.
That path, yeah. But it's like, you know what I'm saying? You came up, you was joking. It was like all your hardships that you went through, and then once these cats touch a certain type of paper, it's like they just gone, and you forget about all of this.
Was the this that they forgot about? That he forgot about?
Everything that got you to this point. You understand? Like his movies ain't all that. I don't think he's that funny. I don't really think that he really taps into us on some Dave Chappelle type shit.
I mean, every comedian is different though.
But this is every comedian is different, but the money's the same.
Oh,
These cats is touching that paper.
Green is green.
And then once they touch that paper, they go a different way.
it's
Now,
funny
I
you say that. Too.
but then I say this a lot. I say this about a lot of comedians though. I feel like a lot of them did coon shit. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Eddie Murphy. I feel like Eddie Murphy did coon shit. I feel like Martin
Eddie Murphy's
did coon shit.
But he put a lot of people on. Nah,
But-
I was just trying to sound
Like, you know what I'm saying? Kevin Hart has done, you know what I'm saying? He done did some things that's like,
Like
you know what I'm saying?
he put people on too.
I mean, he
Put his brothers on.
he put all his close
Put people
circle on.
He put a lot of.
so I say this. So if you put people on, it just eliminates.
That's why I'm
No,
bringing
no,
it
we're
up.
not-
I don't think it does.
No,
I don't
think it does. But
Yeah,
like,
I don't think it does.
in terms of like, we're not saying the good
That
outweighs
means
the
it-
bad.
I'm
not saying
but you
you
do a
don't
little
just
bad,
mean- that
you do a
just
little
means
bad,
killing.
you do a little good.
I'm not saying you're a
Sprinkle a
bad
little bad,
person.
sprinkle a little good like
I'm not
so
saying
bad.
you're a bad
You know what I mean?
person because you a coon.
This shit reminds me of the nigga Chappelle said, "Yo, I went away for a little bit, and I seen Kevin Hart bubble. I seen him come up, and I'm sitting in the back, holding my chin like how this little nigga did that. My son is laughing at Kevin Hart's jokes. I didn't like that.
Yeah. I remember that joke. He said I was jealous a little.
We gotta have an episode about Dave Chappelle, by the way.
That's a
because,
fact. He
like,
needs his flowers.
I gotta
you know what I'm
talk
saying?
about- yeah,
if I'm
'cause-
out here calling a black man a coon, you know what I'm saying? And
gotta bring up the next
I
one.
will retract that statement if he's willing to pull up to the show and tell us why he is not. You know what I'm saying? But I also want to give my brothers flowers when they are here.
Dave Chappelle is
and Dave
is a
Chappelle
genius.
flowers.
Genius.
He's a genius.
Genius.
I just finished reading.
God body, I rock with
finished
Dave.
reading his book,
He gets
Iceberg
flowers.
Slim.
He can never be a coon.
I read the
I mean,
Iceberg Slim.
even if he wanted to.
He did some cool
No,
to get there.
he
though.
already removed his coon card.
don't know,
when he
because-
went to Africa.
Dave is actually.
He had to dip out of here.
He had a whole
went to
career.
Africa.
He had a whole career
And just
prior
dipped
to
on it,
that
and just
Africa
dipped on
move.
it. He
had a
did.
whole
In
career
certain
prior to that.
careers, I feel like you could sidestep some cooning sometimes. and that's one of those.
You mean he redeemed himself?
And one of those is athletics because that's just talent.
Okay.
And you could get to a position like a LeBron and just be able to be an influencer.
Right.
You ain't have to do nothing cooning to get. You're just better than everybody at what you do.
Right.
Nice.
I think
That's nigga shit.
That's just nigga shit.
That's just nigga
I
shit.
think comedy has that avenue, but if you have examples of him being cool, I could respect that because you can be a coon in comedy too.
The same way you got examples of 50 for you being a coon and showing some type of coonery.
I feel like most of those entertainment niggas are not coon flawless.
They're not cool flawless,
You feel me?
but I was just saying those are avenues that I feel like you can actually accelerate to
Niggas got some.
influencer.
Niggas got a little coon
terms on Henny and Bar.
You know what I mean? We become coon flawless.
Cool flawless.
But
Yeah.
I just
we
finished
gonna have
this
to
book.
put that one down. I have to put that on the wall,
No, we gotta
on
put
the
that
wall or something. Like, yo, is he coon flawless?
Is he coon
Nah, but
Kyrie
I-
Irving is coon flawless.
I gotta revisit this book though.
Coon flawless.
Oh, so he's coon
He
flawless
is the
because he posted
example of
Morpheus. He
coon.
posted Morpheus on his Instagram.
Because he's
Irving is
woke
a
and we are in the
fucking idiot,
matrix.
bro.
My brother's
What makes him an idiot for you? The same thing that makes him not a coon to us.
This nigga's a dummy.
But here's the thing. When you,
Shut
the
up
fact-
and play
The
basketball.
fact that you said we in the Matrix, the fact that you said we in the Matrix, it takes smart and enlightened people to realize that
Absolutely.
they're in a matrix, not
Absolutely.
B matrix, a matrix. You rise above it. And I say that because I just finished this book. I was trying
John, can you say that one more time?
to realize that
I'm gonna
they're
make
in
a good
a
point.
matrix and they want to rise above it. Sometimes
That's why he's Morpheus.
I'm not
Yo.
saying he's Morpheus. I thought the post
You
was
done
funny.
turned down the deal. Like, I don't give a fuck about your money.
But let me give you the story. I gotta take this. I gotta get this quick. I gotta get this quick story.
Post is
off.
fire.
Nah, post is fire. Wait, no, it wasn't fire because he didn't even put a caption, bro.
You already said it was fire.
No, it wasn't fire. First of all, he didn't make it. He didn't put a caption. He just posted Morpheus. The Morpheus picture was mad. Like, the nigga was just like this.
Nigga, you can see Kyrie thinking like that in his house. Like,
Now I gotta get to this. Yo, read Iceberg Slim Pimp. I don't know if I
Yeah, I
brought
heard
that
about
up.
that book. That's
Nipsey-
definitely
Amazon Prime.
Yeah, Nipsey
Watch
Hussle. Nipsey Hussle brought that up. I actually got the idea to read the book from him when he was on the Breakfast Club when he was talking about the books he's read.
Right.
But actually, after I finished the book, it was a good book. Fucking Dave Chappelle, one of his fucking stand-ups, he talked about a story in that book about when Iceberg Slim, who was the pimp, how he tricked a hoe, one of his bottom bitches. He tricked her to kind of continue working for him. And he actually related that to when Dave Chappelle went to Africa because he felt like the industry was pimping him.
right.
You know what I mean? Like
He said that on Oprah.
yeah, and the story, the way the story was going was like he was talking about one of his bitches, one of his hoes. He actually convinced her like, yo, she wanted to leave this nigga. I'm not probably, you know what I mean? Check the book to kind of get it accurately, but she basically wanted to leave this nigga. And instead of leaving her, he got some advice from another pimp like to how to keep his hoes in check. So he manipulated her by actually like taking her somewhere else. He actually had her go on one last flex. And the guy that she went to go flex, like basically dropped some like coke or some drugs too. They made the guy act like he was like croaking from it, like dying from it, but he wasn't dead. So she thought that she killed the nigga.
Pass me the ball.
And like she went back to him like, yo, daddy, like, yo, we killed this nigga. Yo, we killed him. Oh. Pimp Iceberg was like, we didn't kill her. We didn't kill him.
You did.
You went. You went and you was there. We didn't kill. So basically, even though the nigga wasn't dead, they had a fake doctor come through and make sure he was dead. Took him out, and then basically she was in debt to him because he made everything disappear. Like he had a fake doctor come and check him out. They made everything go away, but all of them was in cahoots. Right. So he felt like in relation to the industry, check the book to kind of quote me accurately, but he checked for Dave Chappelle's analogy with the industry. He felt like he was the hoe. And the industry was like doing a bunch of shit.
He realized he was hoe.
He realized he was a hoe.
absolutely.
And the industry was doing a whole bunch of shit. Well, we got a fake doctor, fake this, fake that to kind of convince him and make him do the stuff that he really shouldn't do. And everybody was in cahoots. So he went to Africa to kind of get out of that. Like, and there's a YouTube clip about that, but it's like Dave Chappelle was like, yeah, like, son, that nigga was different, bro.
Yo, let me ask you a question, right? So Kyrie sitting out for COVID.
Right.
Right. But when niggas was, like prior to the bubble, every week it was a cop killing a black person.
Right.
Nigga ain't sit out.
Because that didn't directly affect him.
He didn't.
Doesn't
Matter of fact, I'm
matter.
not gonna say
He
no,
didn't play
That's
bubble law.
crazy.
And I don't want to mean that in a
Before the
negative
bubble.
light to him.
Before the
But
bubble.
It was going on for the year.
I don't. But actually, he didn't want people. He didn't want Cash to play in the bubble. He didn't.
Right. He wanted niggas to take the stand in that way.
And they went around him.
and they went around and they curved that.
It seems a little strange to me.
What exactly seems strange?
Because it's like a nigga getting so much light off of sitting out for the vaccine.
Excuse me.
But when niggas was getting killed,
That's because of how big the vaccine agenda is right now, though.
It's a big topic, right?
It's a big topic of discussion. Eric Adams might win the mayor, running for mayor or vaccine alone.
The vaccine shit is right now. This cop killing us shit been going on for 100 years.
250 years.
You know what I'm
So you
saying?
feel like Kyrie's a hypocrite?
Yeah.
In what sense, though?
Nigga,
I'm losing it.
Because it's like...
I'm not seeing it, I should say.
You saying, I bet this is my health, blah, 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 blah,
Right,
blah.
right.
Yeah, I hear all that. You know what I'm saying? But you're gonna, at the end of the day, you're gonna give in. Because you could have just said, fuck it, I'm not playing no more. You know what I'm saying? So it's like... No, it's the truth. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna get his 17 mil for the year.
Right.
So
that's half of what he was supposed to be.
But you know what I'm saying? You got all the money. You know what I'm saying? He said it on his little speech with Stephen A. and all that. Like, you know what I'm saying? It ain't about the money. He got the money and all of that.
Oh, the IG Live.
Yeah, the IG Live shit. You know what I'm saying? Okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of money and a lot of us don't. But when it comes down to the, you being a prominent black man and being rich and having that reach.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When cops is killing our own.
Right.
Like, we all affected by that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Regardless if it's a health thing, this is a societal thing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so what you saying? He should have been stopped playing?
Niggas was when it was that. You know what I'm saying? Niggas was wearing the black t-shirts or we not playing.
Niggas was protesting
that
last
shit
year?
came and went.
Okay.
That's my whole thing. So it's like, what are we really
NBA
talking
players
about?
you talking about?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I mean, Kyrie, he's not responsible for everybody else.
He's not responsible
I do
for
know
everybody
Kyrie
else.
didn't want to go back to play in the bubble though.
I think yeah,
He wasn't even there.
He wasn't trying to go back to. He wanted everybody to not play in the bubble. He wanted niggas to not play. Period. Once niggas took that break, he wanted everybody to be like, yo. Like, if we not starting our own league, fuck they shit. Fuck the NBA. Fuck they terms. Fuck everything that they owe. Let's take our shit and let's do it by ourselves. That was his.
I think my brother Morpheus just realized that this case is a little bit more sinister. Like the bubble.
Morpheus being Kyrie.
Or yeah, of course. You know what I'm saying? Black people getting killed, bro. And as sad as it is, niggas gonna put on a shirt, raise a fist, and keep playing basketball.
And that's my thing.
They're not
like,
gonna stop.
Even not even cut you off. Okay, so the bubble came and went, right? Boom. All right, but the bubble, whatever. But niggas was still getting killed. Cops was still violating us. Why? Like the stance stopped. It's like this. Like
So what
LeBron
you
got the chip.
So what you thought he should have?
Yeah, but I agree with you, SG. I just don't feel like it's nothing he could do.
What do you think?
What can you do? What can you do about the vaccine?
Like the vaccine is more personal. He could if he don't agree with it,
He don't have to take it.
he can't do nothing for the collective.
He can't do nothing.
He can't do nothing. I agree with. He can't do nothing for the collective. It's only if he personally feels like, yo, I can't fuck with this.
The fact that he's doing it for himself is ringing even louder though.
How much money I want to bet that this nigga is gonna be back playing?
I think he's gonna be back playing.
I mean, I hope so.
But I feel like
I hope so. We need
Next in 6. Yeah, I mean, nigga fucked up on us last.
Now
him not
look,
taking the vaccine is him doing that for himself.
but
I don't
then-
know about all you doing it for other people. You making a personal choice not to do it. What are you doing?
but-
no one's ever gonna be affected if you don't get the shot.
You more mad that he's not playing? Be honest.
I don't care.
Oh, all right.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm more mad he's not playing.
I just feel like, you know what I'm saying, like,
But I support his decision to not.
like I support the decision, but I just be feeling like when you want to get the big afro and be black this, black that, I just be feeling like the energy got to go a certain type of way.
Speaking of froze, feeling your fro by the
Yeah,
way.
thank you. You know what I'm
Got the
saying?
Kobe
Real
fro.
young Kobe.
Let's take a shot of Buck to
Shout
SG
out
Fro,
to my
man.
man Fro right now.
Man, fuck that shit. I can't grow that shit, man. I'm hating.
Now I got the bullet too, man. I got the bullet too. Respect.
I'm trying.
I wish.
I ain't gonna see till it gets somewhere respectful.
Oh yeah? Oh, so you still got hope? I got no
I
hope.
got hair there.
I can't even try to do it.
I just be feeling like
if I attempt that, it's just gonna have mad hair in the
I just be
back.
feeling like, you know what I'm saying, after that bubble, it was just like everything for us, black people, you know what I'm saying? And then niggas got right back to the season and just kept it pushing.
But that's what he was trying to avoid initially, if you remember.
But he came back.
He came back after the bubble law.
I mean, he didn't have no choice. He was home.
Regular season shit.
Regular season. It's like niggas came back.
That
So it was like
KD. KD just got healthy. You want to ball with your man that you came to Brooklyn for. I get all that shit. But I see what you're saying too. I do.
It's like a double-edged sword and all that.
You was never supposed to play, period.
You wasn't supposed to play.
Yeah, you supposed to take that stand off.
If your stance is like this on the vaccine, and what about for your own people?
I hear you. He takes that stand on.
The vaccine is personal for him because he doesn't want to take the shot.
The vaccine is like
he doesn't want to take the shot.
Final straw. Maybe the vaccine is like, oh no. Fuck.
And he mentioned he doesn't like the mandates too. He mentioned he doesn't like the mandates.
But John, the stuff for
it's
all
even
black
crazy
people,
that the mandates is for 2 cities
You don't like
right
the mandates.
now, and not for those cities' entire states.
Yeah, that's
San Francisco, New York
that's another
City.
story.
Yeah, that shit is dumb. But
That shit is the most stupidest thing. The fact that people could come from out of state, play in the arenas, the whole shit is fucked up.
Yeah.
That's another
So-
story.
It lacks logic.
let's say they changed that.
Common sense. It lacks a
Let's
lot
say they
of common
changed
sense.
that. Kyrie comes back to play.
Change it in what sense though?
To where he doesn't have to get the vaccine.
And he comes back to play.
Yeah, because he doesn't. It's a personal thing with him. He doesn't want to get the vaccine.
I don't want to get the vaccine. Right. Nigga, I'm still unvaccinated. I ain't.
He's just personal for him. That's why.
I'm
That's
riding
why
all
he's
the way
not.
out.
That's why
I'm
he's
riding
not
all the
playing, and the team's still playing. Like Kyrie's not playing. Kyrie's not getting paid for that.
Nah, I haven't. We got the extension.
December 1st.
Yeah, but my whole thing was, well, I gotta be vaccinated if I'm not even at work.
Right.
But they were like, oh, you gotta do it. You gotta do it. They like, oh, it's just an extension. So I'm like, oh, fuck them, then I'll just wait.
Yeah, take that. Yeah, no.
Anything can happen in a month.
Right.
That's a
You know what I'm
fact.
saying? But I just don't understand. Like, why?
We'll address the issue in 30 days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How y'all feel about that Alpo situation though? We definitely ain't talk about that.
We still 3-1 vaccinated here. That's kind of dope.
Yeah.
No disrespect to you, John.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
2-1.
Oh yeah.
2-1.
So,
3-1. Yeah.
3-1. Yeah. This nigga, I've been vaccinated before all this band-aid shit.
Yeah, right.
Before all this band-aid shit.
yeah,
Like,
shit,
it was
John Johnson
before they was even
Right.
forcing. Like I tell you, I did that by choice.
shit spooky though. When are the people gonna stand up and rebel, son? Yeah, man, shit spooky.
I've been watching my man Risa.
You could definitely stand up and rebel and be broke.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what? I read this
Right
article.
now.
I read this article. There was like a lot of protests, but when it came down to it, like niggas was niggas was lining up for that.
Absolutely.
Niggas was lining up for that. When it came down, like they was like, they gave a lot of pushback, but a lot of people we still got a small
Let me tell you
department that didn't get up.
Let me tell you something. If I was the evil leader in this capitalist,
Niggas gonna cut your water off like
Right.
if I was the evil leader in this capitalistic system, I would be confident that motherfuckers is going back to work.
They probably just had to like.
I'd be in the room like, wait, what? Oh, they don't want to do the vaccine?
Tell them the deadline stands.
Yeah, tell them that they're going to go back to work.
You know what I'm saying?
Tell the deadline stands.
Okay, tell me.
What you say?
I just thought it was a goal.
Oh, no, it was. Everything was. But, you know, past mistakes got me jammed up with a job. You know what I'm saying? It was a job I didn't have to get vaccinated for, and I couldn't get it because of my past driving history. Got an accident on my record that...
You ain't fix that with... Oh,
I
yeah.
couldn't fix it.
Oh, yeah, you said like
There's no fixing it. It was on my record. Like, that one accident jammed me up.
Yeah, this vaccine talk, man, this shit is
Shit's some bullshit.
Let me ask you, how y'all feel about the Alpo situation, man? We definitely got to dive into like.
Oh, we gonna pay them full? We gonna pay them full on this?
Yeah, we got to dive in that.
I feel about that, yo.
Fuck that nigga.
I'm gonna be honest, man.
Do you think that's chickens coming home to roost? But I don't like to glorify dead.
In the famous words of Malcolm
I mean,
X,
you know, it is what it is, bro. Ain't nobody getting out of here alive, man. I'm saying if you do some
he
shit.
did enough dirt that it's surprising that he lived this long.
He actually
that's a
served
fact.
14 years, and when I was reading the article, bro, I gotta pull this article up.
Yo,
Like
he
they showed his
served 14 years.
He served
He's supposed to get 35.
Briss, you know why he served 14
They
years?
convicted him of 35, right?
You know why he served 14
He didn't
years?
get convicted of 35.
Pardon me. Pardon me.
But you know why he served 14 years?
Oh yeah, we all know that.
You know what I mean? And I read this article. They talked about his other name and shit like that. He had like a different name because even though like the Daily News reported that a 55-year-old man got shot, initially when everything's happened, it's a different name, but obviously everybody
What was
knows
the name that the feds had him under?
I gotta get the name. He's supposed to be living in Maine, and it's some other name like. But that's my whole
he had
issue.
Several IDs and all that.
Because witness protection.
Right.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But that's my whole thing is like, yo, it was you didn't have to be out here parading the Harlem. Bro.
So
you didn't have to be back out here. I know you was born and raised in here, but a lot of people that you affected, the lives you affected,
They still there.
They still here.
Yeah.
There was no need for you to be out, bro. You could have lived a life. You could have lived the life where they told you to live, and you would have been good. Nobody's going out there living for you, bro.
But you know what's so crazy? Just think of it on the flip side. He done killed 20 plus people.
Now
bro. Look, he done walk through the prison system. Nothing happened.
Nothing, nigga.
He was back home in Harlem for a second. He was out here for a second, bro.
He been out here.
He was out here. He was outside.
Knew that he was out here.
But still, that's still the ego thinking like I'm still good. I'm still a man.
But see, but understand.
He's been good for as long as he was good for.
You got money in the town. Got money in New York, DC, VA. Okay, you was getting money, right?
He probably went to jail, got money too.
Probably was still getting money in there, right? But you did all this wrong. You killed niggas in New York.
You
killed niggas in fucking...
Bro, you don't know that shit matter.
So you killed niggas in New York, killed niggas in VA, you killed niggas in DC.
That shit don't erase, bro.
And nothing happened to you. Ever. Like, you never hear a story of Apple getting cut. You never hear a story about niggas doing
I see what
X,
you're
Y,
saying.
and
So
Z.
from his mindset,
So his mind is like,
niggas
think he untouchable.
I'm untouchable.
Niggas ain't gonna do nothing. You're right.
So now look.
Niggas ain't doing nothing. You're right.
Then,
55,
you know what I'm saying?
how old was he? 55?
He was 55.
You know what I'm saying? So you get out.
That's an incredible run.
He had a long run for all that dirt.
Bro, he even went on YouTube talk about how like they took care of Rich, like they buried him in City Island and all that. Like,
and that's
the part. He's depicting like after like
when I saw
that's
that.
the part I'm the
wounds.
most happy for, nigga.
You rehashing those old wounds, bro. Like,
that's the part I'm the
I didn't
most
like
happy
that.
for.
I didn't like
there's
that.
no need to
No.
bring that up.
I'm the most happy that he's dead because of that dirt right there, nigga.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
Nigga, you won't get money with your man.
I didn't like that obviously, but I didn't like the fact you had to keep talking. Like, why you had to do an interview?
Oh, I didn't see that YouTube.
It's on
video.
YouTube. You go find it.
Yeah, and he did
Now-
a lot of dirt in DC. Like,
He did a lot of dirt, you know what I'm saying? None happened to him. I don't know if Cat's scared, whatever the case.
Whatever it is.
But you still felt comfortable to come back to the town. And he been out for a minute. And
He been
nothing
out
happened.
for.
Bro, he's been out for. That's what I'm saying.
He
Like,
had to be out at least 5 joints.
And I don't wish
niggas
that-
knew he was in Harlem.
He been
You
in
know he was
home.
here.
A lot of people seen him.
And honestly, I know he was a rat.
I
I know he was a rat, but I'm more big on the lives that he took. I know, like rats, I get it, but I'm more big on like.
Nah, I don't get rats.
Karma's, I don't fuck with either. But like the lives that he took is more bigger for me. Like
Yeah.
I
you
read
took lives, you
read
ruined families, my
somewhere
nigga. Like you
that-
took.
I read somewhere
That's bigger for me. If I'm
somebody's father, somebody's
bro,
brother.
niggas not gonna forget that if you
Yeah.
ran back in town,
only black
ran around in a
people
party.
are considered rats.
Italian niggas was ratting forever.
They
Where do we
ratting.
get this
He a
shit
rat.
from?
They become criminal informants.
You're a rat, nigga. And you know what's crazy? I read.
Hear the difference
Nah,
between.
I see where
You
you're
see
going,
what
but
I'm
nah, the I feel like the real mob niggas was still
Oh,
calling
nah, they
them
still
rats.
call
Yeah,
niggas
yeah,
rats,
they like,
but
look,
it's
they,
like-
Oh no, niggas is rat. They still informants. You mean what? You okay? Like in terms of what?
A
Like,
rat is a rat.
A rat is
But
a rat.
If you want to get technical, yes, that's what you are. You're a confidential informant. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
but it only gets magnified to minorities though.
But you know what Alpo said about what his
Italian-
interpretation of rat was, because they
That
said
is-
they interviewed him and they said like they asked him like, how do you feel about being an informant, like snitching on the people that was under you and shit like that. He said like, yo, this is how we know he was a self nigga. He said like, my whole goal was to be the best at whatever you do, period. So it was like me, I just did what was the best for me. He said that.
50
He
Cent
said
ass
I did
nigga.
what was the best for me. He said that. So he's like, yo, if I had to get off in 14 years, if I had to get these people up, I was gonna do that. And I'm assuming he had that mindset. That's his disposition when it came to killing people and all the fucking shit he did.
I just feel,
That, and when he said that, I was like, yo, bro, you a for self nigga. Like,
I feel like this.
no brotherhood. Sorry, go ahead.
I feel like
50 mindset. Oh, so they relate.
I feel
Same
like
kind of mindset.
I feel like this with
Not calling 50 a snitch either though. I'm not.
the whole 50 thing is. I ain't seen no paperwork yet. Everybody call him a snitch. Where's the paperwork? But anyway, the shit with Alpo is just lets you know where your ego and your pride get the best of you, son. Mm-hmm. Because how, like, you know that you come. Harlem is only what 45 blocks.
Not even the whole borough.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just a section.
It's a
That should be
section.
on
You know what
the
I'm saying?
news.
So it's
It's
like,
a section of a borough.
That's you know.
you know what I'm
should be on
saying?
CNN.
Yeah, I saw it. Nasty. You know what I'm saying? But it's like you come right back to the area where you
America.
caused all the havoc, all the strain and the pain for the people. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit is nasty work. You know what I'm saying? And then, but then this just lets me know about society now. Where people just plotting like, oh, we gonna let them rock for a while, then we just gonna catch up. You know what I'm saying? Is this something that has to do with
make it
what
two-
he did?
We don't know who did it. They said it was a drive-by shooting.
Yeah,
so
when
I
I was
think it
good though.
calculated.
Like,
I think
it's 45 to
you could look at the way they shot that car up. Cats is marked.
That was surgical.
that wasn't no.
Bro, I was gonna
these
put
wasn't
that on the
kids.
screen, son. Let me see if I can.
Nigga, it was 5 shots. It was 5 shots.
Right at the driver's side window. Bing, bing, bing.
Floss all in here, nigga. 5 shots in, so they was aiming.
I be at the range.
yeah.
I shoot well.
kill.
Yeah,
they
yeah.
was aiming.
Bro, that was hitters. And that's what like I read.
That
and
wasn't center mass. That
Bro.
was hit the head.
Bro, Joe, I sent in the group chat a fucking Daily News article when that shit hit. Like, Rich Porter's family was out in Harlem. They was out celebrating. They was sipping champagne on the streets. They said they interviewed the niece who was 37 right now. She was like, yo, like the weight's been lifted off. I'm about to quote. We gotta quote this. Like, this feelings from the people that were affected. There's like people had to live through this. I'm about to read this quote right now. On Sunday, Porter's family said matter of fact, I'm about to airplane. I'm gonna read this
sister
too.
was lighting candles and celebrating like, yeah, that nigga's dead.
But it's always two sides. It's always two sides because then they always have other people, like the people who was close to Alpo was like, you're happy now? Now look, on Sunday, Porter's family said they finally felt a measure of relief. Now my uncle can finally rest in peace. 32 years later, his niece said, it's just that the pain my mother felt all these years, I've been feeling the pain with her. Every dog has their day, and today was his, she said in Martinez. I believe in karma, and I'm glad that they was here. Like, this is her niece feeling this way, you know what I mean? Porter's family was also honoring the memory of Porter's younger brother, Darnell Porter, who was 12 years old and was kidnapped to help for ransom. Remember, the uncle was like, that was just some shit.
That, but that wasn't Alpo.
That wasn't Alpo, though.
That wasn't.
That was his uncle.
That was Ice.
You know what I mean? But what is other shit? I gotta read this. Yeah, this
no, it's nasty. I'll put it to you like this though, man.
But that's like it's different sides.
It's just so crazy that you know what I'm saying. Where you fucked up Harlem for forever.
Forever,
then
nigga.
you came back like it was sweet and you got bodied and all.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
It's
saying?
only right.
And
It's
then
only right.
what put a sour taste, you know what I'm saying, in my mouth was is when he did that YouTube shit. And he reenacted.
I didn't like that.
He reenacted.
Y'all gotta send me the link.
He talked about they was in the car like
he reenacted the whole situation of how he killed Rich Porter.
Yes,
you know
bro. That's
when they got in the back in the 80s when they had the big Astro vans.
How long ago was this?
Go on YouTube, it's right now.
It showed the year. I don't know the year, but it's like
sliding door on the Astro van. He had his man in the back.
He said he had his little man.
His man was that short he could stand up in the van.
Bro, we watched the same shit. He was like, little man was short enough for him to stand up in the van. Nigga said he shot him twice. And then he found out that Rich wasn't.
Or the nigga in the back?
The nigga in the back shot him twice. Little man
Alpo
stood
hit him.
up.
And then little man finished him off. He shot him in the back of the head. Bing.
No. But I just read this. First little man stood up and shot him 2 times. And then they driving to City Island. And then while they about to pick up his body and get him out, Alpo said, I realized Rich wasn't dead.
He wasn't dead.
So I shot him in the head. That's what Alpo did. Alpo said, like, yo, I realized he wasn't dead. So I shot him in the head, and then we carried him to some spot at City Island and buried him. So you finished the job. It's like, and then you still cold. You still had your little man. Bro, like this, I don't care how long you living on this planet. I feel like you shouldn't have been back in Harlem when you affecting this nigga's.
Yeah.
His niece had a right to be. I'm sorry, like
Celebrate.
My thing is this.
Son,
I get her perspective.
bro,
My thing is this. Like, why? What made you feel like you needed to do that on YouTube, bro?
I don't. Yeah, why?
Why are you reenacting the murder?
That's it.
Of,
why you reenacting?
That's a year ago, too. That's recent.
Bro,
why you reenacting a murder of somebody that's like? Everybody want to be Rich Porter. It don't matter if it's fucking Harlem. Everybody in the world wants to be Rich Porter. So you got somebody to film it. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, yeah, we pulled up right here on 124th and Lenox. You know what I'm saying? He got in the car. Boom, boom. Hit him twice. Bing, bing, bing. Then I'm driving all around. I'm like, nah, I got to get on the highway. You know what I'm saying? I got to get to City Island.
He's telling this whole story, bro.
He's telling the whole story. Like, you putting this out. Like,
if I'm his nephew and I'm watching that, I'm
hopping in closed doors.
If I'm his nephew, I'm hot. I'm like, damn, that's how my uncle died. Like, and then now I'm in his Harlem part. Now fast forward to October.
So he's living?
I don't know if he was living.
But now, fast forward to October 31st.
Social media, you know how that.
But now fast forward to October 31st, 2021. It's 1 a.m. Oh, this nigga Alpo pull up. He there in the party just chilling, dancing. Like, yo, I'm like, this nigga still here? Like, yo, you know son is here? So what we doing with this? Like, he's actually here.
He gives me Tekashi 6ix9ine vibes.
OD.
But at the same time, he was moving around freely for a long time in Harlem and niggas wasn't fuck with him. Like you said, he was emboldened. I mean, bro, he was out of Harlem a couple of times, bro. Like,
still a federal informant.
Nah, you're right. But like, I'm just saying, he probably felt like niggas ain't touch him. Yo, they saw him. They had pictures of him in a restaurant with a bitch one couple times. He did taking pictures with people. Like, he probably felt like niggas ain't doing shit. Like, I'm out here like. I don't know, man, but that's some real tripe shit, man. That's what I'm
real tripe, yo, yeah.
Take a shot.
Real tripe, son.
That shit is foul, son. That shit is foul. I don't wish death on nobody, but I'm glad his family. I'm glad Rich Porter's family can say, you know what?
It's Rich family. At least Rich Porter's family.
You screaming right now?
We could let this go. You know what I'm saying? That's just wax, son. That's whack.
Oh my God.
You hear him talking about it, right?
Oh my God.
That's so insensitive.
Bro, you hear him talking about it, right?
That's nasty, bro.
Bro, he's telling the whole story, bro. Like bro, he's real. It's real. Like he's telling how it went down. Like, there's no need for that interview.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's throwing salt in the wound. That I kept saying, I'm like, yo, like Porter's family. Like, then I read that they was out celebrating.
Where
Like,
did you get that coat from? That shit was good as a motherfucker. Oh my God.
Because Rich was lying to him about.
You hear the foulness in this nigga's intent.
Because Rich was, and he's mad because Rich was cutting him off of like the profits. Like he wasn't putting them on to the Connect. He wasn't putting them on to Connect. He was basically saying like, I got that. Like
want to be Mitch,
it was money.
It was
money.
And Mitch is giving you a lane to eat everything.
And him asking Mitch that question, he was basically giving him a chance to tell the truth. And he realized Mitch was still lying. And once he realized he was still lying, he gave that look to his little man. And he was like,
nigga said it happened right here. It happened right
bro, son, they was going to drop, bro. They was doing, me and Scotty saw the same thing. They was doing a tour. That was super disrespectful, bro.
Yeah.
Like that was super disrespectful.
Man,
so if I'm
shot him on 357 twice.
He killed him right across the street.
This
from
nigga sound like he bragging.
He said it was right here. It was like right. He saw the storefront.
He killed him across the street from Rice.
And he said they buried him in City Island. Like every time I drive by City Island, sometimes I'm thinking like, yo, this nigga probably buried Rich Porter somewhere.
Why y'all think he did that? You think he got paid for that shit or something? Or
What he did? Why he did what?
For ego.
This?
Yeah.
Nah, he's supposed to come out with a Suppose he was gonna come out with his own
story.
Tell-all. You know,
bro, he's an ego nigga. You saw how he was dressing when he was young. He was always on Harlem with the motorcycle.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, he was a fly from the picture. He probably would still be a fly nigga, a young nigga now.
He looked like Cameron, nigga. He doesn't look like Cameron.
The shit as a young nigga, he looked like a
fly Spanish nigga.
He's a fly Puerto Rican nigga.
Like both sides, right? He just looked black, right?
Yeah,
black.
His
name is Alberto Martinez.
That nigga, and to this day, he'd be like a young fly Spanish nigga getting bitches. Like he was getting money. Like he was looking fly, bro. But like, of course, that egos come with it. Like so, like him doing that, I'm sure that the ego doesn't go away.
Absolutely.
You still are your kid.
And I'm sure you set to make some money off of it too.
Nah, that was all financials.
Yeah.
But you still are your kid version of yourself.
I was just about to say, you know, in a way, he's capitalizing off of negativity.
He was cooning. He was
full circle.
Joe always we always
full circle.
Nah, you always bring it back.
He was cooning. He was. Oh my God.
Because you know the sad part is people want to hear that. Somebody's gonna tune in.
Nah, I can't watch this, son.
That shit's gangster, bro.
Nah, son.
It is what it is. That was a good episode, though. That was a good episode, though, man.
Yo,
we touched on next
portrayed him beautifully.
Yeah. That's Cam.
Cam is arrogant. Cam is arrogant.
Shout out to Cam. Hold on, let me erase these topics because we gotta
erase the ones that we did already.
Yeah.
Wow.
Cam played them beautifully.
He played a good role.
And shout out to Payton Fool shout out to Payton Fool because you know what I mean. You know it was the fucking anniversary. I think 19-year anniversary.
It is the 20 anniversary.
Yeah, almost 20.
Let me ask you like where I was at when Payton Fool came out.
Damn, that's a great. I gotta think about that, bro.
High school.
Yeah, high school.
I mean, I know that.
High school.
01?
I know that.
I don't know exactly when.
That was freshman year.
I think I was in college, bro.
We didn't watch it till college.
What year did that come out? No, that wasn't college. You're right.
It came out 01.
Payton Fool and 8 Mile came out in the same month.
01.
November.
I seen 8 Mile. I ain't see 8 Mile till after the fact either.
And Dame Dash did that because that was a Harlem story that nobody was doing. He was like, this is a story I remember.
He was 14 years old at the time, bro.
So is Dame Dash a coon for depicting that story?
That's what I asked him. I asked him that.
Are
we gonna start the next episode like Dame Dash is the coon?
Yo, we could talk about. I don't think he's a coon, yo.
But shout out to Hov for actually giving him his flowers.
Shout out to Hov for being in the Hall of Fame.
I think he portrayed an image, story that needed to be heard from his hometown.
Young black niggas getting money at 18.
If every year Dame Dash is putting out a movie about a kingpin and shit like that, then I might have to give him the Coon Award.
Got you.
That was Dame's last movie.
Was it really his last movie?
Name another movie after that.
No, we can't.
I know he did more, but that's why
Dame Dash Studio.
You know what I'm saying? That was his last one.
Dame Dash Studio was putting him out though.
Yeah. After Payton Fool, it was a wrap.
That was it.
Yo, you know what we got to touch on next episode? We got to touch on the
metaverse.
So we done with this episode?
Basically, like pretty much, because we actually touched on a good portion of the topics.
We're not gonna shout out the homie doing this to the Hall of Fame right now.
Say what again?
Man, that's Hov.
Say it again?
Hov going into the Hall of Fame right now? Him and LL?
No, shout out to Hov and LL, and shout out to Hov for actually mending, or not even mending the relationship. He actually shouted out Dame
He
Dash.
actually shouted out Dame Dash, nigga. He
shouted
actually
out
mentioned
Dame
that man's name.
That's growth.
That's growth.
But
You feel me? 50 would never.
Yo, but I feel
Yeah, I know that's why we fuck with 50
Nah,
low
for
key.
real.
50 would never do something like that.
I feel like this though. You know what I'm saying? Hov did that. I think I'm a billionaire.
Nigga, I'm so
I can
far
say
past
it's
that. I can
okay.
say whatever. nigga.
Hov is like Hakuna Matata, nigga.
Fine.
Live the best ever living the
Dave, you
rest
want
of
me
my
to say
days.
sorry? I'm not. But thanks for helping me.
I
Without
appreciate
you with
that.
me, I appreciate it. Like,
He's
I'm
still
a
going back to millions.
billionaire.
We can never take away his accomplishments, his
thanks.
contributions.
We don't see eye to eye.
Appreciate you. We don't see eye
Appreciate
to
you.
eye right
Thank you. But
Niggas
Biggs,
nigga did
you're honorable.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
Most honorable person I know. Biggs hold him down. Still
big
around.
homie shit. Big homie shit.
You know
The
what
most
I'm saying?
honorable person.
Yo, I want to meet Biggs, bro. Biggs is the nigga I want to
Biggs is the
meet,
man.
bro.
He the nigga in the background.
I wanna
The
meet-
background niggas
I ain't gonna lie
balls
to
be,
you.
but
Went to jail,
they be the
came home.
geniuses on.
I want to meet Vegas Jones.
Oh, you want me E?
I want to meet E. I want to meet everyone.